The Prime Minister has used his speech at the British Labour conference in Liverpool, England, to sound a battle cry, declaring Western leaders are locked in a fight for democracy. Anthony Albanese is the first Australian Labour leader to address the conference, picked to offer his advice after his historic election win in May.
Yeah, Anthony Albanese was welcomed as something of a Labor hero here at the UK Labor conference, having achieved something that seems beyond his British counterpart at the moment. That's being re-elected for a second term with an increased majority. Sir Keir Starmer's Labor won in a landslide just last year, but is already in a world of political pain, having lost control of border politics and facing mass rallies on the right that have lifted Nigel Farage's Reform Party above Labor in the polls. Anthony Albanese has told his UK equivalents the big challenge is for Labor governments to reinforce trust among voters in governments themselves and institutions. Let's have a listen.
What I see here in UK Labor, under this man, this leader, this Prime Minister, my friend, is the same determination that I know lives in every member of the Australian Labor Party. An absolute resolve to stand together and defend democracy itself.
With Julia Gillard in the crowd, embraced at one point by the Prime Minister's fiancée Jodie Hayden, it is unusual and frankly normally just not on for an Australian Prime Minister to involve themselves in the domestic politics of another country. Of course, Scott Morrison did it with Donald Trump and was whacked for it by Anthony Albanese, among others. But the Prime Minister says this is about deepening relationships with a crucial partner at a time when alliances are more important than they've been for decades, and that it's logical for him to come here when the entire British cabinet's here. But back home, voters might not see it that way.
We'll see. All right, thanks for that, Mark Riley there.